Hello, hello. Let me just adjust my mic a little bit because we're getting ready for the finale of The Heroes We Deserve, a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack by a reliable chair. My name is Pandan. I will be your host this evening as we jump into the chapter finale. So let's dive right in. So last time we went through this really cool desert map with Rising Tide, which was a pretty neat mechanic. I enjoyed it. Thought it was very unique. I like map changes. I know they're a bitch to do, so kudos to you, Chair, for making that happen. So I'm excited for the finale. My understanding is that this chapter will be the last of the individual group chapters before they all meet up, which will be exciting and something that I look forward to playing in a future version or future build of all this. We got the news. All right. Breaking news. Our sources tell us that the degenerates ransacking the town, they forgot to capitalize the hour in the sentence. Watch out for that, Chair. May in fact be searching for the Dragon's Gate. We urge viewers not to divulge the location of the gate, Quebec City, to... Why was that on the teleprompter? God damn it, Anna in production. You fucked up. Oh, well, Quebec City is a shithole. I doubt anyone's willing to go there, even if there's a Dragon's Gate. Dude, that's a hot take. I don't know. I've never been to Quebec, so I can't really say. I've heard Montreal is really nice, but French Canada, not super familiar with it. I'll leave the critiques of Canada to Chair. In other news, how many waifus is too many? The answer will further your shock. There's a lot of furthering shock jokes in this hack. More on that tonight at 8. Getting back to waifus, one is too many. Any are too many. I think waifu culture is a little strange, honestly. They're pixels, guys. It's 64 by 64 pixels. I mean, I get, like, there are some characters that, like, you know, are attractive, but I don't know. And just, like, not even just Fire Emblem, just, like, broader culture. It's like, come on, guys. This very one-sided obsession. It's a little weird. I think it's funny as, like, in sarcasm, like, oh, my waifu. It's like, but it's also, like, a little cringeworthy at times, so I don't know. If this was me on the news report, any waifus are too many. Yeah, I don't know. Not crazy about it. Are we there yet? We should get there after this chapter. We should probably ask for directions, though. You, Legion Knight, how much weight can you handle? Can you withstand the lag of one whose game is frozen? The weight of a burden of their ping. Weak souls succumb quickly to a strong lag. Strong either. Tone down the edginess. I love that. That is I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know where that's from, but that is a bit of a spoof on a quote from The Last Promise. And I can only, I gotta say, just kind of, sorry to pause again in the middle of this dialogue, but just to take a quick step back here. For a ROM hack to become so nefarious that a line from the middle of the game, not even like the first chapter, the second chapter, it's literally chapter 15 where this happens in The Last Promise, and that line is like, I feel like in the ROM hacking community, such a meme. I think it's fantastic. I know The Last Promise gets a lot of crap for people saying, oh, it hasn't aged well, this and that's. Like, yeah, consider like what could you do back then? It was hard, and the fact that there is a finished hack, like, that's impressive in itself. So I find The Last Promise incredibly endearing. It was written by a 16-year-old, super charming. Yes, there are some edgy moments. It definitely has, like, I think like he uses like Shadow the Hedgehog music and stuff. Like, you just have to enjoy it. It's really fun, and I appreciate a well-placed reference to that. So we'll tone down the edginess for a bit. This is why I keep saying you're adopted. I just wish somebody would show us the way. Hello, travelers. I can show you the way of Naga. Naga bless us. The what? The world of Nagas. I don't give a fuck about any Naga or whatever. Gah, such infernal language. I don't understand what's going on. I see a bad guy. My blade will drip in blood of this motherfucker. Gah! Again with the infernal language. I have Naga bless us. Tone down the edginess, damn it. So we murder killing this guy? Oh no. Ah, gentlemen, marvelous timing for you. See, I've discovered a method of ending world hunger, and I'd like for you to bear witness, so you should be so inclined. Holy shit, how? Believe it or not, these are dark tomes. We can seamlessly eradicate hunger. All I have to do is use the Lunatome to... Dark tomes, ending world hunger. Nice try, bad guy. I won't be falling for that one. Prepare yourself. Please, if you just listen to what... No time for your bullshit. Call it the damn prep screen already. Ooh, I like the look of this map, though. I like rivers. I like multiple paths. This is exciting. I wasn't part of the conversation, but I have a joke for it. Naga, more like nada, am I right? What do we already deserve these puns? Defeat Huser. So I think Huser is one of the developers who's done some of the custom music, to my understanding. Alright, but it's time to promote these dudes. Because it's the finale, boys. It's the finale. We're gonna go all in on it. All in. Rest in peace, Greg, my sweet prince. Alright, now let's do a little iron bow, a brave bow, a long bow, and master seal. Oh, I actually don't have enough master seals for everyone. Oh crap, I was overzealous in my approach here. Alright, so now I have to get strategic with how I do this. I kind of want to promote Joey because I think Joey's really fun. But I think Tristan will probably benefit the most from having the extra... now I gotta think. See, I like limited resources. Limited resources make the player think, and now I've put myself in a situation where I have very limited resources because I used way too many Master Seals, which is good. I like this. Now I have to think about how I want to promote my dudes. I feel like Matthew would benefit the most from the promotion, but I also just find him to be the least interesting of the group because he's mostly supposed to be healing. Joey's Lance Knight. Joey's also pretty... Actually, you know what? I should look at the map and adjust accordingly. 1, will I get any additional Master Seals this chapter? We got Huser the Summoner, a sorcerer seeking to end world hunger. Oh, this looks like a little bit of a glitchy glitch. Can't use his sleep stuff. Yeah, he's got only Ian staves. You wanna fix that. But he doesn't have anything droppable. Hulk hands. Styrofoam savagery, +2 power. I like that icon a lot. Hulk hands are really fun. Okay. So, okay, Matt needs to go there. Storm, his underwear. Only here to preach the word of Naga. Wishes there was a block spam button. Okay. Alright, so there's no other Master Seals here. I'm just gonna promote Tristan. Because I think he has the most... I feel like he has like the most one-rounding potential with his speed and high attack, so I feel like I'll benefit by having him promoted. Those are some gains. He's an adventurer. Oh, he can use staves now. I really don't need Matthew anymore. No, I'm kidding. Matthew's still pretty useful. Give him the Budweiser. Matt. Long range throwing knife, that's so silly. Oh, you can use the Wodao too? Is that intentional? But I'll take it. I should probably like leave something behind. Built-in crits and shit. Can I give this to Matthew? I can give it to Matthew. Okay, so that's good to know. I feel like Joey's ceiling is so much lower because of Wary Fighter, honestly. As much as I like Armor Knights, and I think they're really fun to use in a game like this, especially, like, I don't know, I just don't... Wary Fighter is such like a double-edged sword. It's like, yeah, like, it makes you better with low speed, but your ceiling is also really freaking low, too. And I think, let's see, these guys will hurt him. But we're gonna commit to Matthew, I think, here. Actually, Matthew will be fine. Let's give it to Joey. You know, Joey's gonna need to tank as much as possible, because those guys will do like 5 or 6 to him each time. So I want to give him more levels, and I really want to use a general. Sorry for the plot twist there, guys. Even though I probably just gave very sound reasoning as to why I shouldn't do it, it's the last chapter. I'm going to go for it. Nice, yeah, so that makes me feel a lot better. Look at that Constitution. Holy heck. He had axes now. Like, yeah, this is... I gotta move this cursor out of the way, sorry. Let's see. So Joey's level 1. He's getting the butt heavy. And we're going to do Brave Lance, Killer Lance. Let's see, Reagan Leaf, and then axes. Oh, you can use all the axes too. Let's give him the Nerd Slayer. Actually, I feel like I should have some range. But I have all these items I want to have him use. Give him the hand axe. Okay, for good measure. Matt. Okay, Matt 2. Give him the mend. barrier. We'll give him the rapier. And we'll give him the one-use Budweiser just in case someone needs to take it from him. And then Tristan, we're going with the nice Bud Light. Alright, I think this will be fine. Now to decide, I love maps like this where you start out and there's two different paths you can take. I think the right move here, let's see. Iron Bow, Fire, Luna. I feel like Matthew should go down this way. I think I'm gonna send Matthew and Tristan this way, and then have Joey and Matt get the twins on it over here, because I think these guys are, these little icons are a little weird. Check out these, see here? I'll move my cursor a little bit. Yeah, something's up with those. Anyway, let's save, and let's get started on the final chapter, guys. What's this music? Ooh, grooving now, boys. Let's see. Not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure what the story is. They haven't changed the world map text? There's a world map? Okay, nice. Okay, so that, my problems went away pretty quickly. Do I want... The Hail Mary seems like it's fun to use, but I'd rather promote both of them right now. Do I have access to the convoy? Oh, I do, okay. Okay, so we're gonna have him stand there with the Brave Lance. Let's have Matthew promote. We'll do the support first. Hey, Matt. Wait a second, Tristan. What the fuck are you doing here? Not my turn. My bad. Whoa, freaky. What? Okay, we're gonna use the Master Seal now. Yeah, so. Whoa, look at that. Is that a Pikmin? Pikmin sprite? The Witcher. So there's some stats, okay. Map sprite stays the same, that's cool with me. Okay, he's gonna draw Mr. Javelin over here with the Iron Bow. See how that goes. Ooh, these hit rates. Nice dodge. I like siege magic. I'm probably the only person who likes fog and siege magic. Let's see, how are you doing, Tristan? Alright, nice chip. Nice chip. 1 experience. Killer. Let's see, how does he do with the whoa now? Let's do it. Oh no. I can't even be mad. That's a crit. That's a cool edit of the Hector Armor Knight. Let's see. This seems like the right spot to go because he can just go Killer Bow. Actually, I'll do Brave Bow. Why not? We'll get this guy up here. So now I'm going to promote Matt, and then I'm going to have Joey go in front and start chipping away at that guy. And we got the Rogue, nice. It's a nice palette. Good stuff, good stuff. Does he get anything cool? Does he get Steel Plus? Do these guys get anything cool? Not yet, okay. Alright, 20 damage, let's do it. Let's go General. General fight. GBA Generals are one of my favorite animations. They're so fun. They're really cool looking. It's a shame that like they're often kind of bad. But I will say, I'm definitely a big fan of Osrin in FE7. Not so much Gilliam in FE8, but Osrin's really fun to use. I also really like Dalsin in Fire Emblem 5. Even though that game is super unfriendly to Armor Knights, I had so much fun when I used him when I first played that game. He has a really nice palette. He uses axes. He has a ton of builds so he can capture everything. He's super suboptimal, like, that's for sure. Like, I think he consistently ranks as one of the worst characters in the game, but I'll be damned if he wasn't fun to use. Like, he's super fun to mess around with, especially as an armor knight. Lucas, also a good armor knight, kind of playing that, like, you know, that pseudo Jagan role. I like the way that works. So, yeah, Lucas is good. I don't know. Armor knights get a bad rap. I like Braum a lot too. Braum is really fun. Even like, I know some people will play Radiant Dawn and be like, "Oh, Braum's really not that good." I actually find Braum to be a lot of fun to use in Radiant Dawn, even on the harder difficulties. You know, I played like through like, what is it, the hardest mode in Radiant Dawn, and it's he's totally viable. Yeah, I just feel like I favor him a lot in the chapters that he's in, which really isn't the end of the world. Like, he's, you know, pretty available. He has Disarm innate, which is a pretty useful skill for someone who has to tank. I don't know. Gotry's also good in FE9. Like, I think Gotry's better in FE9 than Braum is in FE9. But in FE10, I would argue that I think Braum is better. If only because he has more availability. But, I don't know. Look, share it in the comments how you feel about it. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna have to use Reagan Leaf to get this guy. These are some tanky boys right here. I'm gonna have to heal up with Matt. I think he still has the Budweiser, which is actually really helpful. But yeah, let's do some supporting. Matt, quick, look over there. It's a bear. Ha, I love bears. Where? Yoink. Motherfucker. Teehee. Also, we have the same mother. See, it sounded like this one. I wish I was actually adopted. Ha, I heard that. Sigh. The gimmicks. Alright. Sword Reaver. Joey. Look at him go. Let's do it. There we go. Some more pow. What pow? Ooh, he got one of those like fancy stance moves, so he's now better on enemy phase. Uh-oh. Oh no, don't die. Thank you. Praise low hit rates. Okay, he'll live. But he dodged anyway, like a champ. Alright. So, I know that I'm playing this pretty suboptimally, honestly. Like, I just need to defeat this guy. There's really no reason for me to go over here. But I think it's fun too, so I'm going to artificially challenge myself. But I think that's an important aspect of map design, is like just making... Oh, that's a cool animation. Is making sure that the player has reason to do whatever you want them to do. Like, the objective is defeat Hussar. I have like nothing to stop me from just charging up the right hand side and just doing that. I mean, yeah, like you could argue it's like it's there if you want it as an optional objective, which I can also understand and respect. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, I would want to encourage the player to do something a little bit more risky if they want to achieve all the objectives. Like, I can really take my sweet time and just like loop all the way around if I wanted to. Like, why am I playing this way? It's more so just because I think it's fun too. It doesn't necessarily, not necessarily the right way to play. What does this guy have? Longbow. Let's see. He has 17 defense. What do these guys do? 19. Oh, he's the Armor Slayer though, so I gotta be careful. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Now that he's the supply, I'm gonna take the Hail Mary. I should just do this, yeah. Whoa, I didn't realize Siege Magic you could battle like this with Siege Magic. I thought it was like auto, you know, whatever, you can't counter. That's pretty neat. Alright, get out of here. Now I should be able to counter this guy too, which is super funny. That's incredible. It weighs him down like all heck though. And that should be a nice kill for Joey. Alright, is these two guys gonna work their way up? Let's see. Insert B rank combo start here. Instant V-Ray combo ender here. Wow, that was so easy. Why can't it be like that every time? Jokes, jokes, jokes. Alright, let's see. Barrier him up just to do it. So, I'm still really curious to hear from Chair, like, what the intended experience is, like, when the game is complete. Obviously, it's, like, so easy to just kind of, like, break the end of hacks that are already complete because you're going to expend your resources much faster than you would in a normal circumstance, right? Like, I have no incentive to not use all of my best stuff all the time right now because this is the end. And that's not anyone's fault, it's just the fact that the hack isn't done yet. But it will be done soon. I love these little arrow animations. I think it's a nice way to get to the core of it. I think one thing that happens a lot with ROM hacks is they get really focused on these details and it gets really fancy and you get overburdened and you burn out and you don't really get a lot done, but you get a really pretty demo. And so for me, it's like, why not just focus on making a good product and then just like clean it up later? Or like do what you can with like what's out there already versus trying to do anything too fancy, as I brave through Tristan to avoid getting any damage. Because it's so easy, like you could have something super, super polished, but it'll never be finished, right? And then it'll just feel like wasted potential because you spend so much time polishing and not really getting a lot of output. So I think it's better to just like make something that's unpolished that plays well and then add in all the other stuff later. Like if they need to add like a rogue throwing animation, like they can do that later. They don't need to do it right now and hold up the production of everything else. Like it's a funny little solution that he has there, and it's a good sense of ingenuity, I would say, or creativity to do that. Alright, we're really like barreling through this map right now. Let's see, how does he do against these guys? Does this guy even have anything? He only has staves and underwear. Okay. So let's we'll do a little hand axe action. So this is another case where the guys don't move, and I think that makes it a little too easy. Like I was bracing for them to move. Let's see. The long range dagger, the snag. I feel like that's like speedruns of GoldenEye, like tier stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we can do this. We get a nice crit. Can we crit twice? But yeah, enemies that move always scarier than enemies that don't. And again, like, I think it's really important to caveat, like, the things that I say are my own opinion and not like this is fact, but I feel pretty good about where I'm at. I guess I'm just gonna kill the boss now. Whoops. Your might solve the great problems of our time. Dark tomes are clearly able. Time to send you the hell in a handbasket, chump. Makes a good point, though. It's a nice commentary. Yeah, but like Tristan just like totally disemboweled this dude. Holy heck! Had I invested my magical resources in death curse instead of agriculture, you may have doomed humanity on this day, and that will have to be curse enough, I suppose. This poor guy. All right. Well, we breezed through that one. I feel bad that I missed the other stuff unintentionally by just like kind of going on autopilot there and attacking the boss. But that's the end of that chapter. And event's not over yet. Oh, wait, where's Matt? Looted that guy's place, scored some dope weapons. You know what? I'm okay with it this time, as long as you share. I'll think about it. Damn it. The flashlight? The shadow puppet? What are these? Oh, it's a dark tome. Effective versus lance users. Light tome. Effective versus bow users. These are some interesting weapons. I'm looking forward to trying them out. The can opener. This is like definitely like Earthbound tier type stuff. The long pole. It's a lance. Effective versus flyers. That's funny. Alright. Alright everyone, we made it. Shouldn't be long, we meet up with the others. Wait, where's Chester? I'm concerned. I'm not. Neither am I really. He's more trouble than he's worth, if I'm being honest. Oh, here we go, we got this theme again. The Zealous theme. Just listen to it for a sec, guys. gives me vibes of like Mario Party, like island music. But anyway, wait a sec. What's the thing sticking in the boat? I better show it to Dominic. He said something about a leak. And got it. Man, that thing was lodged in there real good. Oh no, what's he doing? Dom, found this in your boat. That's the plug, you idiot. The what? Oh no. I like this animation. That was well executed. I feel like we got a game over coming our way. Oh well, I'm starting to get bored anyway. I think I can stop him this time. Now Dominic, I know what you're thinking. Should I fuck up Chester for fucking up my boat? The answer to that may surprise you. Rag! Time to cheese it. Wah! Alright, I think we're all joining up. Oh, we got some Ch9 music right here. Yeah, buddy. What's the plan going forward? I think we still need to wait for Chester and the others. Weird, you'd think they'd be here by now. They even had a boat. Somebody's coming along the coastline. Pant, pant. Cough, cough. Made it. Hey, it's Chester. Wait, where's everyone else? This guy's supposed to be our leader. Piffed. They're coming, I guess? Guess we should plan our next move before they get here. Got a main source. I've got a feeling that the main source of the bad guys coming from that castle at the very north end of town, the one with the snow all year round. Let's just go there, dum-dum. There's a problem though. There's two ways to get there. Both have smaller castles along the way. So either we split up or focus on one route. I say we stick together. First rule of D&D is never split the party. Routes for the next chapter? I'm excited. And that means there's replay value? Nice. Yeah, okay, whatever. And that's the end of that chapter. Right? Alright. So we're done. That was chapter 9. What are my thoughts on the chapter? It was really easy. It was really straightforward. Like, the enemies are not really that threatening. I came close to death. I danced with death, but it was pretty easily avoided. You have so many tools to take care of it. If you are inclined to promote early, which in this hack there's no reason not to, given that you have all the promotion items just sitting around, it can kind of trivialize things a little bit. Like, there weren't very many enemies on that last map. Like, it felt just easy. I like the design. I like the layout. I like the way that you set it up, and that you can. And I talked about this a little bit, but encouraging the split of the party just a little bit. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the mic now. I was leaning back for a sec, but yeah, the that you encourage the split is really good. And the map is set up in such a way that you're supposed to split up your party and go up these two paths and kind of figure out like what's the best combination of these different units to take on each path. Like, that's really fun, and that's kind of what makes the map good. But there's also no real incentive to it. I mean, yeah, it's like I'm a little bit faster. I could have stolen the underwear if I was a little bit more careful and didn't just like charge into the boss, because he was easy to kill in one round with Tristan, which I guess is another issue with like the boss was just like really, really easy. Like the armor knight at the beginning was a little bit more difficult, or the bolting mage, to be perfectly honest. So some stuff to consider on just the balancing, I think, but so much is here. And I can tell like these 9 chapters that I've just played over the past like 48 hours have been, you could tell there's a lot of love put into it, a lot of time. The presentation is spot on. Like, everything about it is super, super high effort. A lot of things that I haven't really seen in ROM hacking projects, like all of the emphasis on the events and the way things move around and all of the map stuff. Like, that stuff I have no patience for, and that's stuff I think a lot of people tend to skip out on. And I think the fact that you have 9 chapters of gameplay in a pretty reasonably sized project that has a lot of unique elements is really, really impressive. So kudos to you. I'm looking forward to see kind of how the gameplay shapes up and some of the balancing that's done to improve that over time. And that's only going to come from doing playtesting like this, right, and getting opinions from other people. So overall, like, really enjoyed it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cut in a few. I'm just going to see if there's any other content after I hit save. But what I'm going to do is I'll make a short video to go through all the units and just share my thoughts on them. You know, what I liked about them, what I didn't like about them, some thoughts in general, and then I'll like share some of my thoughts on the maps overall. I'm just going to give my closing thoughts and analysis. So let's see if there's anything else in here, but if not, my name is Pandan. Thank you again for watching. This is The Heroes We Deserve, and that was Chapter 9, Clamor, and this should be the end, so don't play, go home. Let's see what this has to say. Dom, found this in your boat. That's the plug, you idiot. The what? Wait a sec. What's that thing sticking to the boat? I better show it to Dominic. He said something about a leak. And okay, there's definitely like some jank going on here. So I will spare you the jank. And I'm going to show you my cursor instead because everyone loves seeing cursors in Pandan videos. So I'm going to make a cut here. It's been a lot of fun, guys. This has been a fun hack. I'm looking forward to this map. Holy crap. Like, look at those tiles here. These are really nice. Okay. Be safe, guys. It's been fun. My name is Pandan. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends, and I'll see you next time.